Alright, my friends, thanks for having me. It's nice to be back in Sweden after, I don't know, 3 or 4 years, something like that. It's one of my favorite countries to visit. It's always a beautiful time in summer over here. Great. Stoked to be here to work with you guys. Hopefully the idea is to not watch me throw too much. It's for me to watch you throw. You know, I've already done all this stuff. So it's not about you standing here watching me like this. Hopefully this part's going to go fast, me standing here. And it's just going to be floating around working with you guys. Okay, that's the goal. Big part of what today is, man, and he's probably going to get tired of hearing this. It's probably starting to sound like a broken record, though. This is number 3 for him. But it's the same thing with everybody that I work with, over and over and over again. I'm not impressed by how far you can throw. I'm impressed by how under control you are. Can you make the disc stop where we talk about? If you can do that, then we're on to something. If you can't, then there's things we need to discuss. It's not about me picking on you, it's me trying to help you. Okay, I'm not here to make anybody feel bad. Today's not about pointing fingers or judging anybody. That's not my job. Okay, my job's, if you have questions, to ask me, and I'm supposed to help you find the answers. I've been doing this for almost 20 years, a lot of disc golf experience. I got to play with all the good guys, you know, from 15 years ago to today. And I've dissected everybody's game. I watched and picked things apart and just looked for good technique. What makes the disc work? All right, so I've over the years come up with a formula. It's very simple, the formula. Applying it is up to you. This game offers everybody the same options. Okay? Everybody gets the same options. It doesn't matter if you're right-handed or left-handed. And the formula works for everybody if you use it, if you choose to use it. If not, everything's random. Honestly, everything gets very random. Okay, so we're going to start from the mental aspect and then we're going to translate it into the physical. But if the brain doesn't understand it, the body's never going to get it. We got to start here and then work our way down. Okay, so here we go. There's 3 elements of our game that are most important when it comes to throwing the disc. It's the same 3 things that make the formula over and over and over again. Alright, let's start with some disc golf IQ. This should go real quick, guys. It's not going to be a long test. Real quick. What do you think are the 3 most important things of the game when it comes to throwing the disc? Number 1.
Feet.
No.
Having fun.
How about the disc? Okay, let's think like common sense. Disc golf. What 3 things make it work, right? It's the disc. Okay, so there's 3 kinds of discs in our game, right? What are they?
It's mid-range.
No. That's 2 for 2. Fail. I'm just joking, buddy. I'm just teasing you. Okay. What it is it's overstable, straight and stable, or understable. That's the only way that you should think about your disc. Don't worry about speed. The speed is up to you. Okay, if you have a lot of arm speed, then you're going to make all the discs move up the fairway. Then you have to decide, okay, for me 60, 70 meters is a putter. For some guys it might be a fairway driver. You know, that's just for you to figure that out as you go. Doesn't mean you can't throw one type of disc, that just means it's not going to travel as far if you're not as fast. Doesn't mean you can't use the appropriate shape and get the most out of the disc. That's my job to help you figure that part out. Okay, so that's number 1. Understand the disc. Second element of the game that's super important to really pin down. Anybody got a guess? What do you think I'm going to say? What's the second most important thing? Anytime you're throwing the disc, you got to know what the disc is going to do. What's the second thing you got to be aware of?
Wind.
Not quite. Think about it. You have the disc. What's the next part?
Where am I throwing?
What do you? That's almost, man. You're on number 3. You jumped ahead. What am I going to do? That's number 2. Which action am I going to use? Right? There's 3 core swings in disc golf, right? Hyzer swing, flat swing, and hyzer swing. We're keeping it simple, guys. It's not complicated. We're keeping this whole process simple so that the body can start to do. You think this game is complicated? It's going to be complicated. Let's make it simple. 3 main discs in the game. Ones that want to turn left, ones that like to go straight, ones that like to turn to the right. 3 main swings in our game. Swings that promote left turn only, swings that promote straight, and swings that promote right. You guys get it? Hyzer, flat, and hyzer. Now what's the 3rd thing that brings it all together?
Where
are you going to aim? My man. That is disc golf in a nutshell. If you can get those three things working together, the game comes to you. You don't have to force it. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
So if we're having a problem with this, this is where the game gets messy. Things get sloppy because your brain's not thinking the appropriate action for what's in front of you. You're just guessing, you're random. So let's pinpoint these things. I got to find out where everybody's baseline is, and then if you're a little more advanced, I can push you harder. If not, then we got to build the foundation up. We can't start you on, this is how you throw the albatross shot, if you can't throw a hyzer to that stake right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Every swing in disc golf is based off of hyzer. Let me explain this to you, and then we're going to jump right in, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. It'll be real quick. I'm just going to throw a few mid-range. I'm not going to try to kill it. I'm just going to give it medium speed, medium effort, smooth, clean effort. I'm not a fast, powerful guy. Everything's about efficiency for me. Okay, I can move fast, but I don't have to move fast to make the disc move fast. If I stay connected to the technique, the disc will do all the work for me. Okay, a lot of people, you say, hey, throw me a hyzer. What do you think it looks like? Describe it to me. Anybody? What does a hyzer look like when somebody says, hey, throw me a hyzer? How would you describe the flight?
I mean, like...
So you're like a banana.
Yeah.
Would you say a banana or would you say an arc?
A curve.
A curve.
Yeah.
Right? Check this out. You say, Philo, throw me a hyzer. This is what hyzer looks like for me. How much curve did you see? Almost none, right? But I threw the disc with hyzer, right?
Yep.
What happened?
You flipped it up.
I did not flip it up. I did not flip it up. Watch it again. If the disc stands up, that's the disc doing it, but look at the action. Does that look like it flipped up? What's it doing the whole time?
Yeah, but, okay.
What's it doing the whole time?
Slightly turning. Yeah,
Slightly
right.
turning, but what's it mostly doing?
Right.
Going straight. That's what hyzer's supposed to look like, guys. That has to be your baseline. Then you can start to alter the swing. But if you can't do this one, you got some work to do. Every disc golf swing is based off of this first. If you can get this down and repeat this effort and make the disc track the same line over and over again, when you start to change the disc, what should you anticipate? Simple answer here. The disc is more overstable, what should you anticipate? Faster fade, right? If the disc is less stable, then you'll see the stand up and push to the right. Simple as that. That's how you learn your bag. It starts on this swing. It doesn't start on these big crazy turns. It doesn't start, this is not hyzer, guys. If somebody says, show me hyzer, and they do this, that's a spiking angle hyzer. That's too much banana. You're wasting a lot of energy going way over there for the disc to finish there. You don't have to do that. If it's available to you, yeah. If, like, let's say there's a lot of out of bounds or something and you want to use the space, okay, but let's say there is an out of bounds line and you don't even want to test it. Can you shape hyzer down the middle without pulling the disc to the right? Can you make sure the disc stays in the middle? That's the key to this swing. Okay, we want hyzer, we want to stay nice and tall. Watch my body posture. When I come into the load, am I really shoulder over toes? No, there's a little shoulder over toes. I'm more vertical. Nice and tall, and I'm keeping the plane flat. Flat to the ground means my body has to resemble flat to the ground in the motion. So what you will not see in my swing is my hips looking like this. Look at my shoulders. Right? What's leading the way? My shoulders or my hips? That's an easy one, guys. What does it? Your hips. This controls this. So if you're having a hard time with it, slow down, pay attention to what your hips are doing. That's going to dictate if you go reach low, look at the big angle you're creating. There's no way you're going to make flat from here. It's impossible. Look at the angle. Stand up vertical, look, the disc is level. Then all you have to do is shape hyzer. What's the action for hyzer, you ask me? Very simple to describe. Unravel, pop. Very simple. Okay, so here's the drill we're all going to do together, guys. All right, I'm going to break down a couple of quick mechanics for the throw, and then we're going to do this. I'm going to set you up just like this. You're going to make your own tee pad, and I'm going to ask you to pitch your body to the hyzer side of the fairway. If you're right-handed, you're going to aim to the right. You just make a center line. Make that your 12 o'clock. We're going to angle 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock at the most, like a slice of pizza. All right, right-handed towards 1 or 2, left-handed towards 10 or 11. Pretty simple. We're going to get you to put your feet between your two discs. This is going to show you the path of where the disc is supposed to fly. You cannot stand on the line you want to throw. If this is your concept, you're telling yourself bad information. All right, you can't stand on the line you want to throw. If you're doing this, this is bad. Look at my hips. Look at where my belly button is pointed when I throw the disc. This direction. That's not good. That means you're shutting down the hips. Okay, we don't want to see the arms slamming against the wall and then the turn. That's bad technique, guys. Okay, this is what it should look like in slow motion. Look how I'm creating a neutral position for my arm. Everything's already level to the ground. It's already level, so I can already shape level. I can shape all 3 swings from neutral. This is a neutral setup. If you think this is neutral, it's not. You're on the way forward. Okay, if you think this is neutral, no, that's the reach back. Okay, neutral is here. A little bit of space, natural space, range of motion, neutral. Okay, watch what happens in my reach back. Small turn of the hips. I'm still pretty calm up here. You don't see me leaning, right? My reach back has no lean. It has a turn. Right, now the disc is over the back line. So now I have a guide for the way forward. You guys dig what I'm saying here? All right, so here we go. Neutral, turn, reach back. Right, now you're saying, Philo, how do you get the disc off on time? Well, this is the part you have to earn. Okay, check it out. I got this stick for a reason. In my mind, this is what I see out in front of me. This is where the disc has to leave. At the end of the line, at the extension of my arm. Out in front of me. Can I borrow you for a second? I want you to hold this stick for me, just like that. Alright, this is the goal. You're saying, Philo, the disc has to leave on this line. A lot of people can't do this. If I said hit the stick on your swing, I'm going to see this. Nowhere near. You're like blowing past this spot. Watch what happens when Philo shapes his swing on, this is the end of the line. Turn, reach back. Turn, and I'm turning my body and the disc is dragging down the line. You see that, how my arm didn't accelerate here? There's no acceleration there. All I'm doing is turning. Turn, 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 turn. Now I'm back to the loaded position, neutral. But now my body's pointed forward because energy's going this direction. Now I'm doing unravel, pop, hyzer. Look at where my hips are pointed when I throw the disc. This direction. If your hips are already over here, you went too far. If your hips are pointed this direction on the throw, that's too late. You're like way ahead of the game. You know? Your hips are here and you're throwing, look at where that is compared to this line. That's a lot of meters off the line. Every little centimeter here is like a meter of space out there. You guys dig what I'm saying here? So this is the true timing that I think people should be trying to earn. Don't just like turn and snap the arm here. This is way off the line that you see in front of you. Okay, so here it is, slow motion, one more time. I'm neutral, I'm not trying to turn anywhere, I'm not leaning, just calm. The disc is hovering like right over my hip, right around the belly button. Nice and casual turn, reach back. See that extension? You see like I still have my torso in between my knees. Right? Torso stays in between the knees. So I'm not doing this. Right? If I do that, look at the angle. How am I going to make flat again? I got to roll. Right? I don't want to roll. That's not hyzer. Hyzer's unravel, pop. Right? Turn, shifting the weight, using my legs, push, catch, but look at the torso stays between the knees. You're not going to see my shoulders get outside. Balance is over. Game over. Game over instantly. Okay, so let's stay nice and calm. Turn, reach, push, catch, turn, drag, boom. Follow through. Full connection. You should feel the lag. You should feel your hips are pulling your arm down the line. You shouldn't feel your arm accelerating here. You're ahead of the swing then. You're too open. You're gonna pull the disc way over there, but this is your fairway on the line of these trees. That's a big mistake a lot of people make, all right? So this is the drill, guys. We're gonna start with this. I'm gonna watch everybody set up a natural hyzer angle. Hyzer, 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 until you can throw like 10 discs. We're gonna try to keep this moving so we can hopefully get through all 3 swings, but we gotta start here. It may seem boring and elementary, but you gotta feel, I gotta see you that you can do this before we can move on. All right, so let's get some discs out, spread out. There's only 8 of you, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, make yourself a little driving range, just like I showed you.
You want this to mid-range or
Mid-range and putters for now, fairway drivers at the most. Nothing wicked overstable, because all you're gonna see is a big banana. That's what we're trying to get rid of. We want to get rid of the banana. Let's make straight. Make straight first. Straight to fade. Give yourself some space. Don't crowd the guy next to you. There's plenty of room. Alright? Now this is time for you to start asking questions. If you're confused on anything, Philo, what the hell are you talking about? Now is a good time. Alright? A couple of really quick things. If you get out of control, I got the stick for you. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. That's up to you. If you want to do a little step up, make sure you're staying parallel to the line you create. Okay, a big problem. I see a lot of new players. Check it out. Here's my intended trajectory line. I want to see the disc fly this way. And people start over here on the tee pad to throw a hyzer, and that's the line they want the disc to go. How in the hell does that work? Somebody explain that to me. How are you going to make hyzer from here, but you want the disc to fly this line? How?
you're not.
You're going to come in this way and then automatically, somehow magically readjust your body to this line? I don't think so, man. You're asking for a lot to happen in a short space of time. All right, if you're going to do the walk-up, you got to make your walk-up on the line. So this is what I do. Just a real quick rundown. I'm going to try to give you the whole ball of wax here real quick so we can focus on you guys throwing. First things first, let me show you my grip before we start throwing. There are a couple of different ways to hold the disc. I do not suggest holding the disc like this at all. If you're doing the old school power grip, you are not controlling the flight plate of the disc much at all. All you're holding is the rim. This thing can wave in your hand like a fan. That's not good. You're not connected to the disc. Alright, I think what most of the pros are doing these days is this modified stacked and stagger grip, okay, where these 3 fingers work like a flipper, like you're holding your fork or your pen. But instead of curling the fingers into the rim, we're getting them onto the flight plate. Look how much of my fingers are onto the flight plate. Now I have full control of the disc and I haven't even got my index finger on there yet. This thing feels locked in like a Rottweiler on somebody's ankle. Okay, it's not coming off. If you tried to pull this, I will drag you around this clinic with my hand on the clinic. Okay, that's how attached I am. But what's really awesome about this is my wrist is super relaxed, super nimble. Okay, what's also important about this setup, what do you guys see here when you look at me holding the disc out in front of you? What do you guys see here? Watch this. Every time I shape my body, what happens to the disc? It follows. Right, so if I lean back, now everything's symmetrical, boom, to this forearm. Everything's shaped by this space right here. This bar is shaping the disc all day long. So whichever angle this creates, the disc follows. If you can get that into your brain, you're doing big things today. Pay attention to the small details. If you want to make flat and you get to the front like this, does that look flat to you? No. You know, if you're pointed like this, if your elbow's down, no, you need to make a level. Set that bar and then you're turning it. Setting the plane and you're turning it. That's another reason why I brought the stick. Your trajectory, the pitch of your swing. we're not making big angles here. We're not shooting skyrockets into the sky, right? We're trying to beat gravity. So Hyzer, the pitch of swing should look like this. Hardly any low to high. It's not perfectly level. It's not high to low. It's not low to high. It's like barely below the belt buckle to barely over the belt buckle. Like tiny, tiny upgrade. Very, very shallow. That's the pitch for Hyzer, okay? So we've got the grip. Staggered stack, you can see how I'm holding. Look how much torque I can put on the disc. When you do power grip, you can't do that. You can taco the disc, but you don't want that. But this, that's all kinds of control. Speed and control and efficiency. When you snap the wrist, the disc just goes, man. You're not overthinking it. You don't have to think about unraveling your finger, snap the wrist. It's all in one. Boom. All right, so that's some basic stuff there. You guys got your line set up. Try to get 10 or 12 discs mid-range. Try to give this a feel. And now it's time for you guys to throw, for me to watch. If you have questions, do not hesitate to ask. All right? You don't want to stand. It helps, man. Because what we don't want is this right here. This is exactly what we don't want. We need to create some kind of parallel and then a little bit of spacing. I want to see your toes like this far away from the disc. Make your feet like here. There you go. Now the disc is on it. Parallel, yes, because if you scatter it, you're giving yourself bad information. You got to start with the parallel. Wham, right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's keep going, guys. Nice and flat. Too much banana down there at the end. We don't want to see big banana. Even though we're not going full speed, drive the disc forward. There we go. Drive the disc forward. All right, don't turn the disc to the right. None of that.
Like Hyzer.
Yep.
And it sticks out.
Yeah.
And then it goes straight. And then
That means
it
the disc is really gliding.
Yeah, okay.
That's all that means. If you want it to just hold straight, throw it a little slower. That's where the speed control comes in.
Yeah.
There you go, like that. Now if you want it to go a little straighter, throw it a little faster.
Yeah, because when you get too straight,
Alright, bud, we're pulling really hard, alright? Pulling really, really hard. Very hard. Is this your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's move it to the back. Give too much space. Too much space here. That ground is not too deep. Just keep it nice and mild. Alright, so let's line you up. Second stick out there. You want to see the disc try to finish at the stick in your mind. See it? Now we have to pitch our body out there somewhere where we can feel the disc naturally fade to the stick. Alright, so come up to the line. So see what's happening here is you're a classic pull thrower. Alright, so come a little closer. So I want you to extend your arm out in front of you over the disc. So you feel like right out here. Now try to shape your swing and tap the stick like this way. Tap the stick. See how you're pulling away from the stick? There you go. Snap your wrist onto the stick. There you go. Nice and smooth, but not too hard. Nice and smooth. Alright, I want to see. Back to flat. Back to flat. This is always firing the back to flat. Back to flat. Back to flat. Back to flat. Whichever way you want to do it. Over the top, under. Right now we're doing the under shot. Back to flat. Back to flat. Back to flat. Show me that. Good. Almost. See how you're kind of pushing open? That's too far. You got to stop it right there. Right there. That's the hit. Straight as you can make it, brother. All right, closer. All right, let's get your reach back on. Okay, show me what you think you can do. Show me reach back. That's how you get. That's the reach back. Okay, so turn your hips this way. Good. That's the reach right there. Okay, nice and tall. Keep this nice and tall too. Right there. Good. All right, so now we're going to do small turn with the hips. Stand over and back. have some more back now. That's good. Before you can reach it out here, that's shortening the swing. Okay, so now we're more online. Now we're online. This is the line we want to lift this line, right? Now we've got to turn our hip. Turn, 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 turn. Good. Now you're loaded, right? Now we're going to do unravel top. Here we go. Unravel. You got to extend the arm, extend, snap. That's what the speed happens right here. Forward, speed. That's it. Okay? Feel for that space right here. Pitch slap the stick, man. Pop the stick. Go for it. Yes. Now throw. Now throw, dude. That's the one. That's the one, Tintin. Bang! All right. A little bit too wide, right? Yep. But look at the speed. Now let's level it off. Level it off, man. You're really close.
Philo?
Yep. Level it off, buddy. Keep it level. There you go. Feel level. There you go. Even more. Keep fighting for level.
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right, what you got?
He wants me to look at what I'm doing.
You want to use it?
I'm listening.
All right, so a little bit too far away. Okay, my friend. One big thing that you're doing is turn and shake my hand. There you go. Okay, now watch this. Shake my hand. Hold me. Ah, which muscle did you feel fire? Point at it. Which muscle? Yes, good. Okay, that's the one. That's the one.
This is what I hurt myself.
You need this one to fire. Okay? When you pull with your hip, this one gets turned. When you pull with your arm, none of this gets turned. See the difference? Watch. Pull me with your hip. Turn me. There you go. Turn me all the way. Turn. That's it. You hold the disc, right? Watch. See how I'm turning with my hip? Turning and I'm dragging you. This is turning. This is pulling you. That's what you want to feel.
So the turn comes first.
Yes. Then the speed happens. When the turn happens, the speed happens. No turn, no speed. Turn. Fire the hips and then let the arm follow. Give it a feel, man. Love it. There we go. Much better. Much better. Okay, now let's do this. Push your wrist down. Push your wrist down. Back and you're getting here. Up! More! Don't feel like you have to let go later. Same technique, the same feel as that good one you did. You just adjusted the machine a little bit. That's all it is. Turn the machine, still the same timing. Fill the room back. On your way forward, you're like here. I need to get you here. Turn. laser beam. That's what we're looking for. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Ja, då får vi se. Kan börja med lite bättre. Grejen med att prata om greppet där. Ja, det är precis det jag har problem med. Hör du? Ja, okej. Jag får testa. Ja, gör det. Det gör skillnad i kontrollen. Och just höfterna och hela vikten. Ja, precis.
How's it going over here? Anybody got any questions? Things not feeling right? What's going on? Talk to me.
We just throwing a lot. Trying.
How does it feel? Does it feel like less effort, less stress?
Less effort, yeah.
You feel like you're trying harder? Does it feel like it's not working? Like, tell me.
The grip is I'm not used to it.
Yeah, the grip's going to be a little different if you're not. Yeah, so you show me your normal grip.
Yeah.
All right, just show me your normal, then throw me Hyzer. Show me. Just throw me Hyzer. Don't overthink the process. All right, that's too slow, too floaty, man. Way too slow and floaty.
Okay.
I always play like this.
Okay. I think it's too far to the middle, man. I think you should be focused on this space right here.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing this. Open your hand. Let go. Open your hand. Relax. Relax. Chill. All right. Open your hand. All right. That's just like this finger pulls the disc into the palm. Yeah. All right. Boom. 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 There you go. There you go. Relax. Right. You don't have to contort. These three fingers are going to pull this disc. There you go. There you go. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Like this.
Yeah.
It's like multiplied.
Because your fingers. There you go. Push your fingers.
Yeah.
There you go.
And now yes.
Just think as like level as you can make the disc, man. See, that's still too many angles, man.
Yeah.
Like you're dipping into it, right? There you go, bud. In the middle, blue shirt, dude. That's the one. That's the one. Okay, that's the shape that we're looking for. I want to see laser beams here. Even if you're throwing your putter, it should still have some attitude to it. It shouldn't be like, oh, I'm throwing a layup. I'm just going to fluff it out there. You still got to give it some speed, right? I mean, if you don't have a lot of speed, that's okay, but you still got to give it some go. There you go. That's more like it, brother. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the shape I want to see. Okay, you guys kind of got the idea of this? All I can do is give you an idea. We can't stand here for an hour working on Hyzer. We got to keep it moving. So if you guys got a question, ask me so we can move on. There you go. That's not bad. A little bit of a drag, but pretty good. Okay, that's not bad. The shape is what I'm looking for, guys.
Yeah.
The rest of the work you can do on your own. If you can show yourself the shape a few times, that's good. If it's not happening, then we need to talk. Is it not happening for somebody at all? That you're not seeing, I'm not here to judge, man. Nobody's going to say, oh, that guy sucks. Dude, just tell me. If you're having a hard time, I'll help you.
Yeah, I think I have a hard time.
Okay, so look, here's the speed. Okay, watch the speed. Even like the cruising shot, right? Heads up. You see it?
Okay.
There's still some energy on it, right? I'm not going super fast, but I'm not just ripping the disc out there either, right? So let's give it some good speed, good attitude.
Here.
Almost, all right? So look at your line and look where you're reaching. You're too close. Okay, you're too close. So we need to spread this out. So
But I'm short. But
I understand. But you still have to show yourself the spacing, the length of your swing.
Yeah.
Right? So when you turn your hips and you reach back, look, that's right there. Yeah. All right, cool. Now when you go forward, you should feel like the disc is leaving right there.
Yeah.
Good. Now show me Hyzer. Unravel, pop. All right, so you're going low to high. Okay? Your reach back is going low.
Yeah.
You go low, He has it on video. If you watched it back, you're going to
I
see your
think I have
hand
it as well.
drop below your hip.
Yeah.
There's nowhere else to go but up.
Okay.
So you have to make the plane,
Yeah.
set the plane, turn it, set it and turn it.
50 minutes.
There.
All right, don't move the arm first, turn the hips first. There you go, whole new world, buddy, one swing. All right, let's come back here, or not. Unravel pop, buddy, unravel pop. All right, still low to high, right?
Yeah.
You're going straight into the sky.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is a hand-eye sport. Where do you want to see the disc fly?
Where I want it.
Well, point to it, show me. Put the disc where you want it to fly first, show me. Show me. That's too high.
Okay, there.
You don't need it up that high, man. You're giving yourself bad information. Way up here is stall.
Yeah.
How are you going to make a Hyzer fly flat up here? Impossible. It's got to be here. Here.
Okay.
Put your hand in that window and make Hyzer. Keep it under your shoulders. There you go. At it, baby. That's better. You turned it over a little bit, but at least it didn't sail away on you. Now do the same swing and think Hyzer only. Hyzer only. That doesn't mean big banana. That means just let the disc only make Hyzer. Only make Hyzer. There you go. That's much better, man. Ah, okay. We're getting a little loose there, bud. Getting a little loose. Okay, well then do what you like. Do what's normal to you, okay? But the technique as far as the arm has to be on point. Let's see what you're doing here. Calm down.
Yep.
This is too much angle here.
Too much.
You need to open this.
Yeah.
Just relax.
Okay.
Right there. That's perfect.
Here.
Okay, so then when you turn the hips, this stays wide.
Okay, yeah.
Right? And then when you turn your hips back to neutral, look, you have the same spacing.
Yeah.
And when you turn your hips, you have the same spacing. The whole time, spacing. Okay, when you bring the arm in, guys, hey, when the elbow drops, you lose the spacing. You should feel it. You should see it instantly, guys. Anybody over here watching is going to be like, yep, he ain't lying. Watch. If you're doing this, guys, I'll do this towards you, right? If your arm is moving before the torso, you're going to watch the arm do this. Every time. There's nowhere else for it to go, right? If you don't have the spacing and as soon as you turn, you drop your elbow down. Now your elbow's pointed down, then you're going to go smiley face on the way up. Yeah, it's still technically Hyzer, but there's nothing level about it. All right, so don't allow, like, this is a big one, man. This is going to change your game. Keep the spacing. Set the plank and rotate it like you're serving a dish of food. You got the food from the counter, now you're giving it to the person. It's got to stay level or all the food falls off. All right, don't change the angles of it. Hand-eye sport, guys. This is a hand-eye sport, is it not? Your eyes are looking where you want the disc to fly. So when you're aiming, you should be giving yourself good information. I want the disc to leave here in front of my body with this angle, with this much air under the disc. Or whatever the shape is that you want to create, but you have to decide that first. That's part of the theory of threes. What disc am I going to throw? Which swing am I going to do? So that means, is it going to be a Hyzer swing, a flat swing, or an Anhyzer? What degree of angle am I going to give it? All that's incorporated into that. Where do I aim? All right, so think about the little details, and I'm promising you guys, the shots are going to change. They're going to be efficient, smooth. Any other questions on Hyzer? There we go, brother. That's a whole new world from where you started, man. A whole new world. And you're not even going that fast. Imagine when you put speed behind it, how much cleaner the distance will be without going big banana, wasting all your energy side to side. You guys dig that?
Yeah.
Stop wasting the energy. Let's put it on the straight line. Make things predictable. Beautiful. Sweet. Let's move on to swing number 2. Okay? We're just going to focus on these two for the most part because Anhyzer is a lot like swing number 2. Alright, so what we're going to do basically is narrow down the path of Anhyzer for the straight swing. That's exactly what it is. We're literally just narrowing the path of Anhyzer. So we're going to use the same line as a reference because it's the same direction. Okay, that we still want to see the disc go to the strong side of the basket, finish towards 12 o'clock. That's the idea of the straight shot. The only time that this gets adjusted is when you go understable. Why? What does understable like to do? Which way does it want to go? So you got to aim on the left side at 12 o'clock with understable. Does that make sense to everybody? Yeah. Right? So if I took my understable rock, and you guys said, Philo, throw me a flat shot with a neutral flying rock, it's never going to fade back. It's never going to fade. It's just going to continue down the path it started on. Okay, but if I did it with the overstable rock, then it's got some time to catch up, right? It's got time to fight back for the stable edge. Really, really important things to think about here. What's the position in neutral for Hyzer, right? It's around the belly button. Right, so phase number 2, flat swings, we're going to lift this up. We're going to lift the lever to around chest height. Okay? The first thing that's going to happen. Second thing that's going to happen. Which direction do you think we're going to reach back? Do you think we're going to reach back down, middle, or up now? We're going to reach back up. Okay? So I'm in that position here, neutral. Now I'm going to reach up and away and look at the back edge of the disc. What do you see? A little nose down. Right? What do you think I want to see out in front of me? A little bit nose down. So I've got my mirror image right here. Boom. Boom. Keeps it real simple. Okay, so what the path is, where's my magic stick? It's over there somewhere. Okay. Here we go. That's not the one, that's the magic stick. All right, check it out. Cool to get a visual. This helps a lot, okay? If I were going this way, the pitch of Hyzer looks like this. Right? This is my rifle. I'm shooting the bullet. The Hyzer bullet's got to be slightly low to up to get air under the disc. It can't be like this because it then stalls, right? So Hyzer, my bullet's getting fired, boom, barely above the grade from level. Right? Now I'm throwing a flat shot. What's the grade? Now I'm coming to level from above it. I don't want to go into the ground because it gives the disc nowhere to go. Right? I don't want to shape extremely down. I want to come from high to low. Now I'm swinging over top of this swing, down and flat, with a little bit of down and right on the disc. All right? So it looks like this. I'm not going to crush it. I just want you to see, like, nice and mild. You should see a lot of straight, even with overstable disc. Okay? Nice and tall. Get up there. We're going to go reach back and reach up and away. Okay, we're turning and we're coming over the top now, over the top. No more underpull. Hyzer's an underswing, a pulley swing. Pull and snap. That's over. Okay, now we're coming over the top. Back shoulder leads the way. Back shoulder leads the way, so it gets this out of the way. All right, we don't want to feel like we're coming into it, this shoulder up. It's game over. There's no way you're making flat. The lead shoulder, this shoulder can't be the high shoulder down. Okay, so we got to go reach back up and away. Now we're rotating over the top, down pressure, down and right, makes flat. Okay, here we go. Pretty straight down the line. Really didn't go anywhere. Firebird, okay? Overstable fairways, same thing. We're gonna reach up and away, turn, down the grade. I really pulled over on that one, my bad. Hard to talk and throw at the same time. Didn't really travel that far. There you go. The more neutral the disc, the straighter it flies. Straight as an arrow, almost no fade, overstable mid-range. Okay, that's the technique. Let's work on that one next. If you got questions, talk to me, okay? Try it on your own, try to feel for it. High to low, down and right, over the top. We're putting down pressure on the swing now. No more up pressure, down pressure. We should see still the same grip. Now we're attacking the angle of the wrist on a different angle, guys. It's got to be no. That's not what we want to see. Your mistake has to be to the right now. That's the only way you're showing me you're going for it. Okay, the mistake cannot look like this. That's not the mistake we're looking for. If you're going to make the mistake, I want to see this. I want to see too much right turn. Okay?
Yep.
That's how I know you're going for it. Don't be lazy. Don't have to kill it, shape it. shape the disc. Use your body to shape the disc. Down and right. Too many hyzers, guys. Over the top, down and right. There we go. The more overstable it is, the more you can crush on it. The more you can put pressure on it. Too much, too much, too much, too much, guys. Slow it down. Slow it down. Think 70%, 60%. Shape the disc. High to low, down and right. Very, very important we get attached to this. Back to hyzer, bud. Watch, everybody. I see a lot of people just bailing out into a hyzer. Let's just make it simple. Let's start here. Down and right. Down and right. Stand tall. Down and right. Just keep it simple. Just start here. Let's start here. Nice and easy. Look at the beginning of the disc. That's it right there, over and over again. Just a little early cut and let the disc unravel. I'm not doing a huge action here, guys. I'm just guiding the disc. Turn over, turn over. There we go. Good. Almost. There we go. Now we're seeing some things go right. A little better, a little too floaty, bud. All right, man. Slow it down.
But this one's not too stable.
No, there's no such thing, man. You got to shape the disc properly.
Okay, but then try this one.
Overstable?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Okay.
Not that hard, guys. You're just trying to do too much. Use your body to shape the disc. High to low,
Okay.
down and right. Don't reach back cannot be below your shoulders. Hey! You guys are all reaching back here. I haven't seen one person go up and away, nose down yet. Up and away, nose down, over the top, down and right. Over the top, down and right. Come on, guys, we can do this. Over the top, down and right. Feel it, turn. There we go. Look at that crush, dude. Get connected to the feeling. Don't worry about making a mistake. You got nothing to lose today. More around, more down and right, buddy. You're close. Push it a little bit more down and right. Keep aiming in the middle. I like where you're aiming. And when we get to the top, down and right. Not too sharp. Don't overthink it. Just a little. Show me that position. Right there. There we go, bud. There it is. That's the action. That's the action. Now feel for the timing. That's the action. Feel for the timing. There we go. Look at these laser beams starting to come up. Good. There we go. Good. That's what I want to see. That's straight. Overstable to straight. It didn't make big banana at all. That's it, my man. Boom. What's up? All right, let's get this one down. There we go. There we go. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just trying to inspire you. You can do this. It's not rocket science. Let the body be the machine. Give the disc good information and it's going to respond. Time out, bud. This stance is not going to work. You're pointed that way. If you want the disc to go this way, I need you to point your whole body that direction. Now shape that shot. Up, up. No, not too much in front. Like you were exaggerating it. You were standing like this. You're pointed over here.
Oh my God.
Right? Let's get our body, at least look at my feet. Like this is okay. Because we're coming around the disc a little. We're coming around like Anhyzer. Okay. So let me show you the posture. Hold the disc. Hold the disc. Relax. 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 Feel that? Now turn forward. Look. You're already there. Down and right. You're already there. All you got to do is set yourself up. See? You're starting here. You're here. Turn. Get your arm into position. Get your arm into position.
Check me now.
Yep. Up. Up. Now you can rotate down and right. Okay. Up. You got to start up to go down and right. Down. Down and right. Roll your wrist down and right on the fire. There it is. Just be more aggressive, man. Don't be afraid of it. You got nothing to lose. Doesn't mean you yank the snot out of it. More wrist turn. You got to get your wrist to go down and right as well.
Down and right.
Yeah, but look, you're doing this. You're never going to get your wrist to do that. Look how easy it is to go. Look, no, you're going. You're doing this. Down and right. Snap, down and right. Snap, down and right. Try it again. There you go. I know what mine are going to do. Come over here, just aim on the inside of the bush. Aim on the inside of the bush. Alright, now get air on this, man. Get air on this. You got to get your swing plate up here. This position. There you go. Atta baby. Now push on that harder. Rip on it, man. Don't be afraid of it. Give it some go. Really roll over. There you go. Hit, fuck. Now you can really push on it.
Yeah.
That's how you stretch it out, Tucker. Something right.
Yeah, something.
Smoke break. Everybody's walking around.
Just say, yeah, they're moving forward and expecting it. Jag tycker this guy, Philo.
Yeah.
He's an expert when it comes to forehand.
Not that.
Okay. So you're switching it up today. That's good, man. You're doing good.
So hopefully I will see him throw some backhands.
Absolutely, man. He's got no excuses now.
Not at all.
He can do this, man. He's just showing everybody he can do this. Is it consistent yet? No, but he has to earn that.
Yeah, of course.
That's how this works, man.
Yeah.
I can't make you 10-20 player today. You got to do that on your own. I'm just giving you the information on how to get there.
Yeah, that's good information.
Hopefully he will end up 10, 20, 20, 50, 10, 20 today when it comes to the way. Men häftigt att se. Alltså, om jag på sån här grej från kids. När vi säger här, man ska stå på det och de kastar helt i sig. Jag säger att man får fortsätta med oss. För jag trodde man skulle ha så här.
Jag tror man skulle.
Ja. Det var det jag menade, men så...
Alright guys, we're going to do a real quick set. Very small, very quick talk about Anhyzer, and then we're going to spend the last of our time on putting. I'm sure everybody could use some help with that. Alright, real brief, real quick guys. The action that we all just did to shape the flat shot, right, is pretty much the majority of Anhyzer. All we're going to do with Anhyzer is just add a little bit of bend in our back. That's all it is. This swing we're staying pretty neutral with our upper body. We're not making this big rounding motion on the way forward, right? We're not going big turn. We're not making the circle yet. Okay, these two swings, there's no circle in it at all. There's no circle, no rounding. You guys feel that? Like when you throw the laser beam, it didn't feel like you made a big circle, right? You drew the line down and you snapped your wrist over top of the disc. Okay, so that's what keeps the disc pushing forward. Similar to the Anhyzer, okay? This is the only swing that we make a little bit of an around. I'm telling you, the smaller of around you can make, the better. Okay, don't get into the mindset that Anhyzer's way over there to finish right here at the stake in the middle. Right, if you guys say Philo, throw me an Anhyzer where that orange disc just stopped, it's going to be a very gradual turn. You know what I'm saying? Like very, very slow turn. That's Anhyzer. Left turn or right turn only. Right, I could make the line more obtuse, but I'm wasting energy and space. I'm adding more variables. More things can go wrong aiming over here. But I aim down the narrow line, let the disc do the work. Okay, you see how much rounding was in that swing? Yeah, the disc is pretty neutral. If I go more overstable, then I got to add a little bit more roundness. Same concept, but look how neutral and level my swing is. You don't see this. Look how many angles that is. Look how steep that is. There's nothing about that that says go forward. You guys dig what I'm saying? There's still got to be the forward part in your mind. Forward, and then turn. Hit the line, turn. Hit the line, turn. So you got to get good at figuring out where the line is for every disc. It's not all the same. Every disc does something a little different with speed. So that's where the thing gets, that's your work to do. That's the field work. That's the training. Okay, but here's the information. A little bit more stable. Now I can't be as smooth with it as soft, right? It's got a little bit more fight, so I got to give it a little bit more attitude. Didn't give it enough air, but you see what I'm going for. You know, I'm like trying to keep the disc in the air, keep it turning nice and slow. Try one more time with putter, overstable putter. There we go. Right on the stake. Bing. Cool, that's the idea, just nice and smooth. Right turn only. You guys want to try to do like 5 or 10 real quick, just to feel it. We won't get into it too hard, but if you just want to try and shape them, if not, we can just spend the rest of the time putting. But that's kind of the mental process of Anhyzer. It doesn't mean you have to make a big, big round. It doesn't mean we're aiming up here. We're still thinking the line. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, let me show you real quick. 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock. All right, here's my T-pad. There's my target out there, the yellow basket. Here's my slice of pizza. I have all this space, but this is my fairway. That's all I see. You know? I can make this as sharp or as tight as I want. But this is my fairway. All that other space is eliminated. Right? So let's say I wanted to throw a hyzer, right? So here's my 12 o'clock line. Here's my slice of pizza. We've got all this space to work with for the disc to finish back at 12. That's how my mind perceives it. I'm not looking at the basket and making my approach this way at the target. That's too on line, right? I'm going to use the natural space, guide my body in the direction the disc needs to start for the disc to make its turn. Very simple. Make that little slice of pizza in your mind on the T-pad. Follow the path. Okay, so you guys, any questions on the throwing part? Some really key takeaways, guys.
You still like, you tilt a little bit back.
A little bit back.
Finish
A little bit shoulders back for Anhyzer.
And
That,
then down right.
then a little down and right again, yes, but we need air under the disc, right?
Yeah.
So the down and right can't be like my yellow one where I cut it off too early. If I would have tilted up, it would have been perfect. I just tried to roll too fast, right? It's just more here, and then you see how the finish is? Look at my chest. This is rolling. That's the only swing that makes that little arc. Yep. And then just keep the disc neutral, guys. The more neutral, the better. Big angles, big turns. You put a big angle and the disc is understable, roller.
You still start like a bit up. And then
Yeah,
go down.
I'll show you one more time. I'll throw a couple more, okay? I'll do first couple will be kind of understable, kind of neutral. All right, but watch the body position. It's going to be the same thing. I want to finish at the stake in the middle, right? So I'm going to make that real small arc. I didn't finish that one. It's trying to turn. Right turn only. Right turn only. Not really finishing it. All right, if it's more overstable, then I can give it some more air. There we go. Right turn only. Much better. You see how the finish is?
Yeah.
That's the key. That's the key, is the finish. You want to see that thing planting, like it's leveling out as it comes into the ground, not that means you did it wrong. Too much. Okay, so that's the technique. Main takeaways, guys. 3 things we think about when we're shaping our shots. What does the disc need? How does it like to fly? Which shape am I going to use? Am I going to use Hyzer? The shape of Hyzer is level to the ground for the most part, right? Level, unravel, pop. Spacing, turning, right? Spacing, turning. The line of the body, not where the disc leaves, that's late. Okay? We got that. We've got paralleling your body, pitching your body to the appropriate angle where the disc is going to start. Things like that. The wrist is connecting to the line. Boom. Body turns after. Body finishes after. Little things like that are going to go a long way. If you can, videotape yourself. Stand in front of a mirror in your hallway for 3 minutes a day. Do your swing slow motion and watch how your body moves. You get really good at trying, like I use a stick. I practice my swings and I do turn, turn. What do you see with the stick? It's level, right? Try this at home and see what happens when you make your turn. Does the stick drop? Does it tilt? That's how you get better, guys. Little things like that changes everything. You are the machine. The disc is only responding to the information you give it. Don't blame your discs. Okay? So that's all we got for the throwing. We're going to spend the rest of the time on putting. Okay? So let's transition. Put your drivers away. Grab some putters. We're going to do a putting drill. We got 3 baskets, so 3 people on each basket after we talk about it. We're just going to work the system. We've got a system for this too. Grab some water, have a drink. Be hydrated. Ideally, when we do this putting drill, you want to try to find tailwind. Just it helps build confidence. Putting into the headwind with this drill is kind of tricky because that's not how the disc is going to fly most efficiently in the headwind. Like lifting this way doesn't do good for headwind. Okay, so the style of putt that I use, again, I'm not telling you have to do this. You get to choose how you play this game, but I just have information for you. You can take it or leave it, all right? So here's how it goes. This is my putting drill. Let me grab 2 discs real quick. This is what I do pretty much every day before every tournament, every warm-up session, anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. All right? 5 steps, 7 steps. 5 paces, 7 paces. That's the distance. If you can build your machine on this distance, everything else just starts to feel easier. The pressure goes away as you back up if you can build your confidence here. All right, I know it looks cool to make, 15-meter putts, but it doesn't happen if you can't do this one. All right, so here's the idea. There's 5 main things that are going on in my brain when I was working on my putting game. Now it's just kind of automatic. I don't think, I just feel. Brain gets turned off, I see the line, I feel the line, I putt the line. End of story. Alright, the only time things look shaky is when I'm thinking too damn much. Okay, and that's something we can all learn. Here's the drill. First things first, what's the line to the target? Here's my mini, here's my marker. Where's the line to the target? Is it here? Is that how it works? Yes or no?
Depending on your putt, though.
No. This can't be the center line because that's not the center of my body. All right, check this out. What am I showing you guys?
Center.
My body and the chains share the same space. My body and the chains share the same space. So what does my swing have to do? Where does the disc need to stay? In the middle of my body is the middle of the basket. You guys copy that? All right, so this is my marker, but this is the center line. Look at where it is in relation to my body, right? Check that out, right? Now look at this. There's the wall. That's the right side of the target. I cannot watch my arm break the plane of the wall and still go in the basket. It's impossible. Okay, so number one is give yourself a good line. Get your body acclimated to the middle of the basket. Number one. Number two, you got to have good balance. Okay, if you're standing in line like this is not good balance. This is not a sprint. Okay, putting is not a sprinting stance. You should be nice and casual, nice and tall, especially inside the circle. No need to be down in here super deep in the stance. It's too much. You're gonna get too much speed. Okay, so nice and calm, nice casual, balance. Number three, make up your mind, what are you trying to do? Okay, we're gonna work on this putting swing right here. Forward and flat with hyzer. Forward and flat with hyzer. All right, that's straight. That little tiny nose up in hyzer is straight with a putter. It's not turning anywhere. It's not moving side to side. It's going straight. That's the putt I'd like to see you guys work on. That's the most efficient way to throw the disc. Hyzer. That's how every disc was intended to be thrown on the flight chart. It's all from hyzer. Every one of them. If the disc goes this way, it's overstable. If it goes that way, it's understable. If it goes straight, it's stable. From hyzer. Same thing with the putting game. Okay? Choose your line. Give yourself a good line to the target. Number two, make sure you have good balance. Number three, make up your mind which swing. We're focusing on forward flat hyzer putt, pendulum putt for now. Number four, this game is a hand-eye sport, is it not? You have to guide the disc into the basket with your eyes. You have to literally see your hand cross the line of your eyes as you're putting. Look at where my hand is when I putt. If you're doing this, there's no wonder why you're missing low every time. It's not a surprise. There's no mystery. You're cutting your swing off early. You're afraid of the change. You got to get over the fear. Trust your instincts. Trust the energy that you're putting onto the disc to stay into the basket. Okay? That's apex. My apex inside this realm, it's right here. So if I'm putting from there, it's top third, center right. So if I'm doing it from this way, it's the biggest, fattest part of the chains where the disc is being accepted into the center. I'm not aiming in the middle. I've seen a lot of middles spit out to the left. All right, so I'm going to aim strong side right. That's the sweet spot to me with this style of putt. A lot of space for a not perfect putt to still go in the basket. You guys dig that? There's a lot of places for a not perfect putt to still go in the basket with this technique. Okay, so we've got the line, we've got good balance. I've made up my mind. Which swing am I going to use? I've dedicated my action to the apex. The last thing that brings it all together, what do you think it is? Anybody. How about a rhythm? You can't stand there like the Statue of Liberty and putt. You got no energy, right? You just stand there and you're doing this. Is there a rhythm to that? No. Who putts like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the rhythm? Where's the athleticism in that? There's nothing. You're jabbing your arm out there, praying, please don't go 30 meters after I miss. That shouldn't even be a problem, right? Watch the rhythm. Here's what it is. Apple pie. Apple pie. Super easy, guys. Anybody can do this. You load your energy in 2, release in 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. Keep it rhythmic. Try not to make it choppy and start and go. Just commit. 1, 2, 1, and you're going to have more than enough energy to get to the basket. Okay, so this is the drill. I'm going to take whatever putters I got. 1, 2, 3. Make sure I make them all in. Come back to the second putt. What do you think the difference is from this one to that one?
Not so much.
Absolutely nothing. You were correct. Very rare I get that answer. That's the right one. You're 1 for 3 today.
Yeah. Good job.
He's got a single. All right, so you guys dig what I'm throwing down here? So we've got 3 baskets. Each of you bring your putters plus 2 discs. Make yourself a little half circle so that each of you have some space to put on the same basket. All right, so you're going to make your 5 meter, 7 meter mark. Try to give yourself tailwind. You can. Try to feel the wind, which way it's blowing. Try to get more on the tailwind side. I don't mind. Alright, make your own little 5 meter, 7 meter. We should all be in the same kind of realm. You don't want to be super far. There we go. We're popping the disc right in the middle. Right in the middle, no side to side. There we go. If you make them all from the first station, back up to the second one. Try to make it feel the same. 5 meters, 7 meters, back and forth. If you don't make them all the first one, you can't go back. That's what makes you tighten it all up. And it seems like, wow, 5 meters is not that big, but look how many people splash out in 5 meters. It's not that hard to do. You gotta stay focused. Find the rhythm, find the flow. Find the rhythm, find the flow. Shape your body to the basket. Create the wall on the right side of your body. You can't break the plane. Don't let the hand go wider than the body. Little details, guys, little details. Not the big ones, just the little ones. All right, my man, your body's pointed over here. No, you're doing it even more. You gotta rotate. That leg's gotta swing out. Yeah.
Var det? Det var jag som stod där.
There you go. Now watch this, man. Make the line in the middle of your body and the middle of your back. Yep, that's that. Okay, don't push the, you're pushing this one. You see it already. You're pushing this one. You're pushing this one. You want to get this one. Yep. All energy to the middle. There it is. Boom. All energy to the middle. Try not to push outside of your body, big fella. All energy to the middle. All energy to the middle. Anybody got questions? Anything not making sense? Talk to me. Hold on.
Någon var en av mina vita.
Nej. Det ligger den där, men det är inte din antar jag.
You gotta use your body to get connected, man. Use your body to get connected. Push it to the middle. Push it to the middle. Actually, you're doing this. You're doing this. You're doing this. You're not using the length of your arm to get speed. You're actually slowing down as you go forward. I want you feeling like that. You don't need that, man. Putting is more of a finger pop than it is anything else, guys. The putting action is more like a finger pop than it is a throw. Alright, if you feel like you're really squeezing onto the disc tight and you're wrapping your fingers, that's not the best technique. You should be total fan grip right now. Total fan grip, nice and calm. Nice and calm. Anybody got any questions on the putting?
Yeah, I have
Alright,
one.
I'm on my way. Alright, come back to the first one if you miss. That's how it goes, man. If you miss, you got to make the next one.
You say a Hyzer test? How much is too much Hyzer?
Too much.
Because I think I have a problem when I put too much Hyzer and then it starts to roll
you're shaping
away.
too many angles, man. Too many angles. Level it out. Think level. Level. No. So you're trying to shove the disc into the basket.
Yeah.
You're doing this.
Yeah.
That's shoving.
Okay.
Watch this. Nope. Long. Lift, pop.
Okay.
Lift, pop. The pop is the last thing. There you go. Good. A little more speed. There you go. Like that, man. Lift and pop. Lift. That's too much lift and pop. Right? Too much lift and pop.
nugget on the golden thing what I'm talking about.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Real quick. Louis just gave me a good reminder about the golden angle for putting. I thought most of you guys were probably going to be in the realm. I'm just going to drop it to you guys real quick, all right? So you guys can see it. You guys watch when the disc leaves my hand. All right, I'm starting with the disc again. I'm always starting with the disc level to the ground. But the angle that promotes neutral or straight flight with a putter, it's the same angle that you were throwing the disc on. Right? We're starting level to the ground. We're giving it a little tiny nose up and a little tiny nose down. That's it. A little tiny nose up and a little bit of nose angle to the left. Small. The smaller the better. When you're making big angles, now the disc is doing a big turn to get to the basket. Right? Look how like the disc doesn't move when I put it on this angle. See how like narrow it is? There's not a lot of arc in it. Right in there. Right in there. Look, it's not moving once it starts on that line. It's not moving. It's tracking one direction the whole time from forward flat Hyzer. You know, maybe tiny nose up Hyzer. Right? So we want to push the disc down the line, snap the disc down the line, not float it down the line. We're not pushing turnover putts here. Alright, I see a lot of guys trying to draw the disc from their belly button. That's not the space for this swing. It's more towards your left thigh. Let your arm stay long. Let your arm stay long, right? So you're going to go apple and the disc is, look at this position, right? The disc is around my thigh and this is down. Now I'm going to push forward with my legs, lift with the elbow, snap with the wrist. Alright? Push, lift, snap. That's the feel for me. Push, lift, snap. And it keeps it nice and fluid. It doesn't look herky-jerky. It just looks nice and rhythmic, nice and smooth, easy action. Okay, push, lift, snap. That's the mental process. Push, lift, snap. Extend into the basket. Reach your hand into the basket. Draw the line. There you go, that's good, man. Now just feel the middle. Feel the middle. You're floating, right? What? Down the ball. There you go. More. More. You're still floating. Like you're afraid to miss. Okay, okay. You know what I mean? Like, get it there. Get it. That's why these putts are so important to build the confidence. Zip, zip, zip. Right? We're throwing darts in the basket. Now we're not shooting baskets here like that. Big one. Okay, whatever. I want to give it some speed, a little bit of attitude. Come do this. Stand on the side. Come do the paces. All right, here we go. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 1. There we go. Good, good. 1, 2, 1. Put the distance in the face. That's good. Again. Again. Keep it in there. Keep floating. Keep floating. You're like... More swing in your palm. A little more swing, a little more swing. No, 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 not from here. Not from here. Reach the disc out in front of you. Like, hey, hey. Lean is the full extension. Extension. Right? Then when you go down to here. Push, lift, yeah, okay, try not to, you're trying to like throw your hand to the right. I can see you trying to push it to the right. It's got to be underneath the height. There we go. Underneath. There's nothing fluffy about this. Good putt. Woo. Any questions, guys?
Grind is almost.
other one. Hold on a second, man. Back up to the next one. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. And put your hand here, bud. Hit my hand on the disc. Perfect. That's the money spot, man. Repeat. There you go, brother. You're on your way, dude. Good putting. Solid, man. Very solid. Boom. Simple as that, man. Get a good mental picture of where you want the disc to go. Take a picture of that spot. Put your hand back in that spot. Rinse and repeat, guys. Put your hand in the spot. You ready? Yes. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. That's too deep. Alright guys, I think I've seen a lot more punch hitting chains, a lot more things going in the basket. I think you guys are on to it. Alright, I mean that's the penny, guys. Spending some time with me, it really means a lot to me to get to share my knowledge with you guys. I'm super stoked right now to see what I saw from you guys, man. That's really awesome. Be proud of yourselves. Alright, you guys all got something cool to work on, man. Just get to work. Have fun with it. Yeah. That's 110. Okay. Guess we'll start with the overstable one and work our way down. Alright, we need some air. We need some air. I'm not going to use that. Woo! That's a little better. Wow, that went sideways. Oops. I don't know. You said throw it far, you didn't say where. Where'd that other guy go? This for a while. Yeah, that was moving. What? Lippy. Woo! One more time. I think I got one more. Maybe one more. Two more. One more.
That's a rope.
Damn.
Woo! Hey, that went far. Cool. Nice.
Sick, man.
I'm not bad for an old guy, dude.
I know.
I wish I was 20-something again, but nope, I'm old now. 40-somethings. Gotta really get one up here. Turnover.
The driving range is too short.
No, it's perfect for me, man. Laser beam.
Laser.
Man, the older I get, the harder it is to get it in the air. You gotta get the air on the disc. It's hard to do it all. Maybe 2 more. This is fun.
Let's keep him forward. Wow. Insane.
Alright, that's about it, man. I think that's as far as they go. Maybe a little more overstable. Probably go more this way. Meat hook. No glide. Alright, last time you table, guys. A little more space. Turnover.
Not enough glide.
Oh well, that's it. Thanks, guys. I'm sure these young guys can go further than that. Come on, throw it far. Let's see. Come on.
Hey, father, check this guy out. Can you do that?